Remember, step one was define your audience. Step two was define why they should talk to you. We have to really let our audience know why they should talk to us. And step three is define how you're going to talk to them. It's where we start to put together what the message is and how we're going to get it out there. So this is the nitty-gritty bits and pieces of the marketing strategy. The first thing you have to decide is what is the best way to talk to them. Obviously, when you are utilizing the platform, you have text messaging as a resource to be able to communicate with them and send the message that way. But if you're going to use something in addition to text messaging, what is the best way to do that? Depending on what your message is saying, it might be you want to use something in addition to text messaging. And so you need to figure out what is the best way to do that. And then once you figure that out, it's what technology would best get that message across. Is it a decision of which social media network you should put it on? Is it a decision of using a certain email client? Whatever that is, you need to define which technology you're going to use. And again, if we go back to the myths, don't get super caught up in technology, but you need to know what technology you are going to use. And then the next step is to make sure you're using a communication method that is going to get your message read. Now, we know with text messaging, there's no issues with that, right? We know that it's going to be read. But if you're utilizing some other form of communication, then you need to make sure it's going to be read. And what are the steps you're going to put in place to ensure that it does get read? If you're using email, maybe it's going to be a series of emails to try to get people to engage with you. We know that text is the only way to ensure that your message will be read, but we want to help you. We know that there are times that you'll use something other than text messaging or in addition, because that's how we put this strategy together. So think about how you're going to get that message read. And then finally, is the message appropriate for the step of the relationship they're in with you? Again, we're going to go back to this over and over again, but don't propose on the first date, right? So is the message that you're sending out appropriate for the step in the relationship that that particular audience is with you? If they are brand new and don't know you at all, you need to take that into consideration. If they've been a customer for a really long time, then that's a different message. Okay, so just to recap really quickly, we're going to define how you're going to talk to your audience. The first is to just decide what is going to be the best method, and then what technology you're going to use to do that. After that, you're going to figure out, is it something that will get your message read or heard or seen, and how you're going to do that. And then, is it appropriate for the step in the relationship that the customer or potential customer is with you? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out with us. We're here to help. We'll see you in the next video.